about 10 days, we have some brutal astrology coming up that's connected to some important political cycles and also world events. Let's talk about it. We have Mars squaring Pluto. Those are two kind of violent, aggressive planets, okay? And let's talk about how a cycle works. When two planets come together, it starts a cycle, and then every time they form a harsh aspect, a square, an opposition, another square, and then they come back together, that is another piece in the storyline, okay? Like a significant piece. So when Mars conjuncted Pluto last time, this is when Trump was on trial for like a bunch of things at the same time, and he was ordered to pay like $500 million. That was the last Mars-Pluto conjunction, and there was a shooting at the Super Bowl, okay? Now, when Mars was square Pluto the next time, Biden and Trump had their first debate, okay? And there was a mass shooting in Arkansas, okay? Now, when Mars was opposite Pluto, that happened 3 times because there was a retrograde, okay? The first time, that was the day of the election. Then it went back, and that was around the inauguration. Then when it came back again the 3rd time, that is when Pope Francis died. And the Luigi stuff was in that cycle. So now we have the next piece of that cycle coming, Mars squaring Pluto. And what makes it even crazier is this is 2 days after the eclipse. And Mars will be in Scorpio this time, which is like, Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. Mars and Pluto in Scorpio is already an angrier place for it to be. Okay, and don't go to any public events that week. There will be a problem somewhere. I don't know where for sure. That is way harder to look at than to see that there will be a problem that affects the nation. And there will be some development with Trump and the presidency. And maybe J.D. Vance, since the Pope's death was in there. That's interesting.